Welcome to the Morwenna Banks Show. I'm Morwenna Banks, and this is my show.
Hello. These people here have one thing in common. They suffer from jogger's nipple. As a doctor, I'll be suggesting ways that... Oh, come on, give us a flash. Bad doctor, I'm a bad doctor. Bad.
Okay, so last week's dinner was a triumph, so tonight let's forget the chow food and move straight to the chat up. Now, let's remember the topics. Number 1, car maintenance. Number 2, pipes and tobacco. And number 3, shark fishing. Coming!
Dick!
Sally!
There I am!
Come in!
I did!
Gonna take your coat? Come through. Ladies first?
Ladies first what?
I know. So, Sally, what exactly do you know about car engines?
Well, it's very good to have one if you've got a car.
You're a highly intelligent woman, Sally.
Thanks, so are you. What's this?
The wall.
This now.
That's my pipe rack and trophy cabinet. Sally, I'm very high up in the pipe game.
Wow.
Yes, I'm thinking of entering the Pipe Olympics next year, if I can fit it in between the car maintenance course. Want to dance?
Oh, yes, please, if you've got one.
So, do you come here often?
No, do you?
I live here.
That's my here.
What? So, why do you say we get cozy for a while?
No, I couldn't possibly be not engaged.
Lost the contact lens.
Oh, is this it?
No, that's a toenail.
That'll be Daddy.
Oh, here, let me up. Let me help you up. Oh, sorry, I thought you were a table leg.
Bye.
Bye. That went very well. Guess next time I'll propose to her. Damn! Forgot to mention the shark fishing.
Hey, Big Johnny, Mr. Richmond, Big Prong Hot What? Me love you long time. You make me so horny. You give me lots of lira. Me prove that you no queera.
Yes, well, I am very, very old now. I was 100 years old on Thursday, yes, and I thought, well, now's the time to do all those things I've always wanted to do. So next week I'm booking myself on a cruise, you see, round the world. And I've always wanted to get on a hot air balloon and glide over the Scottish Highlands, so I thought I'd do that. And ever since I was a teenager, I've loved the idea of Venice, and I'm going there on the Orient Express. Yes, good gracious, why not? And of course I should be just for the trip, and I've bought some wonderful new perfume, haven't I? which is quite lovely and makes me feel quite contented. Of course, once one's 100, one receives a letter from the Queen, which I was delighted to receive. Yes, and I thought I'd spend a while in the Antipodes, you know, the Great Barrier Reef, sunset in the outback, Sydney Opera House, you know. And I've grandchildren, Australia, who I've never met. So I'm in for a real surprise, aren't I?
Yes, I do know what is the politics. First of all, the old man called Sergeant Major, what looked like Plug and what talked like this. He did get pushed out of his house, what is called the House of Laws. And so he had to go and live in a new little house with his wife, what is called Norman. So then the new boss of the government did come along, and he is called, I think he is called Tony Hare, because his hair is very fluffy and bouncy. And he has got too many pointy teeth. And Tony Hare does talk like a daddy, what is posh, and he says, very good, now it is all better because I put a big plaster on the country, well done me. and his wife is called Cherries, and she does also have shiny hair like a nice neat hat, and a mouth like a letterbox. And she does look like Cruella de Vil. but mainly she does smile and say, very good, Tony Hare, my nice husband, I agree. And Cherries is very clever, and she can do cooking and judging and kissing. And that is much better than Norman Major, because she could only do cooking and neatness. But anyway, it is very good now, because Tony Hare will make sure there are no more poor children in Africa and no more spanking, even if you were naughty. but this does make his enemies very cross, and his enemies are called the the constables, and they are like the police but with no hats. And the leader of the constables is like a baby with no hair and a big scalp. And he is called Willem Hake. And soon he must get married to a pretty lady, in case people do think he likes kissing gentlemen instead. And eventually they will both have a big fight to decide who is the winner, and I think it will be Tony Hare, because his friends include pop stars what can do big punches, and Birley Climpton, the King of America, what is as tall as a giant, a tank. So Tony will win the fight and promise to give everyone a present, and that is what is the politics. It's true.
Hi, Pen, darling. Sorry I'm late.
Hi. Got your wine.
Great.
So, how did it go with Paul's parents? What were they like?
Great. They were really nice. They were really, really nice. Yeah.
Lizzie.
He was lying on top of me, I was being sick, and that is the least embarrassing thing that happened.
Oh my God. Oh, take me through it.
Okay, well, when we arrived there Saturday lunchtime, Paul was a bit nervous about me meeting them, and I was nervous, so it was a bit awkward, right?
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be nervous?
Well, exactly. We had lunch, and that's when I began to feel a bit queasy. I think it was a seafood cocktail.
Yeah, well, I mean, you only have to have one bad prawn.
Or it could have been the bottle of red wine I drank. At lunch?
And that's when you threw up.
Once at the table, once on the table, once under the table, and then again later.
God, I mean, what happened after lunch?
Well, okay, everyone was still being really nice to me at that point, so I went into the front room to lie down on the sofa, and then everyone else came in for coffee.
Right.
And the next thing I remember is waking up to this huge crack of thunder with one leg in the air and everyone was looking at me, and guess what?
It wasn't thunder. Oh my God! I mean, what did his parents say?
First of all, everyone tried to pretend it was the dog.
Oh, that's good. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, but they haven't got a dog. Plus, I fell asleep and did it again.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! And this time, oh my God, I followed through. I know. So then I had to go upstairs and change, but I couldn't find the loo anywhere, so I started to panic.
Oh my God!
I know. So eventually, I found the bathroom, but it didn't have a loo. And then I was sick all over the bathtub.
Oh my God, but you cleaned it up, yeah?
Yeah, well, I would have, but there were no cloths or anything.
Oh, what did you do?
I took my jeans off and mopped up the vomit.
Oh my God,
And then, oh my God, I couldn't get the taps working to rinse them, and there was nowhere to put the jeans.
So what did you do with them?
I threw them out the window.
Oh my God!
And they landed on Paul's mother, who'd gone outside for a breath of
What happened then? Then I got desperate to go to the loo. I thought you said there wasn't one. Well, exactly. Oh my God. It was only the sink. Oh, you didn't. I did. I got up on the sink and oh my God. Well, we have all done that. Yeah, then the sink came away from the wall. Oh my God, I know. And then the wall came away from the wall and then, oh my God, there was this huge crash and there was water everywhere and Paul and his dad came running up the stairs and then, oh my God, what? They had to break the door down. Oh my God. And I was on the floor in a pile of rubber, water everywhere, knickers down, arse in the air, and Paul's dad bursts through the door and falls on top of me. Oh my God, what did you do? I panicked and I punched him. Oh my God, Lizzie. Oh my God, and then I think we ended up in casualty. In just your pants? No, in Paul's brother's wife runs. Oh my God, you didn't. There's a bit in the back of the ambulance that I just can't remember. You poor thing. Oh, look. You're just going to have to put it behind you. Right. Paul was never right for you. I mean, count it as a blessing in disguise. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Penny. It would never have worked out. I have just got to forget it, haven't I? Just forget it and move on. I'll go and get us a drink. Great. Right. Lovely. These are Paul's granddads. Oh my God!
Oh, I got... Yeah, Dave, like, as I was saying just now, you see, unlike most birds, I know pretty much everything there is to know about football, right? But my one Achilles tendon is Italian players, right? But I got Gav to write me a list of some of the players' names, like, so I don't show him up, right? Have you done it yet, Gav?
Oh, yeah,
excellent,
here it is.
Excellent, so I thought I might just, like, try it out on you, all right? So, right, here goes, okay. Oh, I'm really looking forward to the performance of Fellini, the cat-like keeper. Yeah, and the youngsters, juvenile and infantile, right? But of course, right? Yeah, but if I were the manager, Dave, I'd be worried about the lack of pace of the centre-backs, Immobile, right? Yeah, and the Yugoslav, Static, yeah, and well, Versatile, he can play anywhere, can't he, yeah? Oh yeah, and if things go wrong, they can always look to the bench and bring on reserve, right, yeah, or substitute, right, for that matter. Although, I have to say, I am not expecting to see Desperate or Fat Arse. Of course, right, if I had to pick a favourite, really pick a favourite, I'd definitely plump for Fellatio. And I shall be looking out for the big stopper, Contraceptive, to neutralise the thrusts of Penis. What? It's just so puerile.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Puerile, 1-0. Could you keep the noise down a bit, please?
Sorry, mate, I can't hear all this racket going on.
I said, could you keep the noise down?
God knows it's a shout. Some people have paid good money to see this opera.
I know, I paid £145 for this seat.
Oh, no, I got my tickets free because a mate of mine styled it. Well, not all of it, just the socks and the shoes on the fat geezer. Because, if you don't get that right, it can throw the whole opera off. A lot of people don't realise that, the value of a sock. Chloe, stylist, just use the one name now, because people remember that, don't they? Snappy. Like the country, like America, or Italy, or south of France. Oh no, this is totally doing my head in, I know this bit. This bit's off the car advert and I styled it. No, actually I think they've remixed it as it goes. Yeah, the car head's got a bit more drum and bass. What? Drum and bass. Wait up and smell the smell, Grandpa. No, it's great fun, that shoot. Copped off with a car mechanic, yeah. Tried to cop off with the actor, but turns out he's a puff, Funny that, because he's always flashing his packet in that BBC's Pride and Prodigence, Yeah, it must be funny, I suppose, snogging a bird if deep down you like a bit of trouser, yeah. That's what I call good acting.
I'd rather listen to the opera.
Oh, no, sorry, mate. I've been ever so insensitive, yeah. Because you're probably a lot of puff yourself, ain't you, yeah? Yeah? Out of the opera all on your own, yeah, that totally does my head in, yeah. You're probably cruising for a bit of posh, are you? Yeah? By me, I won't take your style. I love queer blokes, yes, loads in the design biz, yeah, because, no offence, but they're really good at soft furnishings and colouring that, aren't they, yeah? Not that you'd know by the way you're dressed, though, just kidding, I could totally style you up, though, mate, totally, yeah. Do your head in, you get loads of Levi then, yeah. What's up, mate? Is that it? That wasn't much of a laugh, they're all dead.
It's opera. It always ends like that.
Oh, well, cheers, mate. Now you've spoiled all the others for me. Believe now, talk about ruining someone else's fun.
Hey, Mr. Rich Guy, Handsome Muscle Man. You make me so horny. Me love you long time. You give me some brass, I let you take me up the casino.
These stickers are so difficult to get out. Stick on the desk.
Look at this, the novelisation of Jaws with the middle 80 pages missing. 5p. Now, do we have any? Have we got any? Oh, yeah, we got a sticker there.
There it is. Can I help you, dear? Use Hostel Price Guide for the Lake District, 1981.
5p.
Sorry, my dear. What a shame not doing that.
Oh, the first edition of Ulysses by James Joyce, signed by the author. 5p. 5p. Another sticker on there.
I'm just browsing.
Show him the jigsaw.
Yes, lovely
jigsaw.
Where's
the jigsaw?
Right, now, dear.
Right in the bag.
You're trying to steal it.
Sorry? No, it's fine. Just, how much is it? How much? I'll pay for it.
5p.
Check his money.
Well, I think it's good.
Right. Bye.
Oh, no, this is nice. This is nice. Oh, take it nice. This is nice. Ooh, difficult customer.
How much should we sell this for?
5p.
Well, as headmaster, I do feel that it's terribly important that we provide each boy with the equipment to go out into society and function as a normal adult.
I think it's good at that, because it'll teach me how to be a barrister. Like my daddy. And then I expect I could probably get a wife and she can look after our baby, who I believe is called Julian.
I suppose people could ask why we send away our boys to school, but I mean...
Could they? Who on earth would ask that?
I don't know, darling. I mean, someone from the Labour Party or something. But if they really thought about it, they'd know how hard it is to prepare for, say, lunch, dinner, with children under your feet.
Yeah, and the blessed nanny asking what a sprung asthma here is the whole time.
Exactly. And then, I mean, when you do see them, you can give them the cuddles that have been saved up during term time. Because, say, if you give your child on average 1-2 cuddles a week, I mean, when they come home for the holes, it actually adds up to a considerable number of cuddles.
It's more better to go to boarding school, because then it's easier to get into the army. And then you can go all over the world for free. And all you have to do is, I think, kill one person per year. And my favourite thing is the weekend, when Mummy and Daddy write me a letter and tell me what's happening to my dog and my toys.
Have you got a letter?
Yes. Yeah. Dear Robert, it's not my name, but they get me muddled with my brother, who's called Tom. Hope you are being good. Yes, I am. Yours sincerely,
Obviously, the boys learn a lot of serious lessons in the classroom, but I also see it as my duty to teach them about real life.
Only under very special medical circumstances would I send for the parents. I had a case of swamp fever last week. Sent for the parents then. Sadly, the boy exploded just as we walked into the room. No, we didn't charge them the full term's fees, obviously. Just the repainting of the sanatorium.
Well, sometimes when a new boy comes, he cries all night. He just cries and cries. So we might give him a teddy, or we might say, "Don't cry, Harry." Or we might just hit him hard all night.
I do have to be careful about some of the older boys having a bit of a crush. I mean, if they do get a bit fresh, I simply pull down their pants, give them a bit of a spank, seems to do the trick. Actually, it seems to be quite a relief for some of them.
Well, in the interest of giving the boys a normal environment, I sometimes like to dress as a lady. A lovely lady. And I encourage boys to pop into my study and have conversations with me about makeup, fashion, and babies. It seems to help many of them adjust to a largely male situation. I don't flirt with them. It's more of a sisterly thing, really.
When you get a biff in rugger, it just teaches you a lesson. Because one day you might be in London and you might get a biff from a ruffian, and you've got to learn to biff back. And if biffing's not enough, then in cadets we learn how to shoot people with 303 bolt-action rifles.
My favourite is when Matron bends over and tucks us in. Because her titties rub against me and they smell like fruit.
Oh, well, I mean, fun with gender is very good for the boys. A headmaster and I pride ourselves on our modern approach to emotional education. Don't we, headmaster?
I really do my best to ensure that none of my boys grow up maladjusted as a result of a lack of female company.
Morwenna and her other Tuesday night coupling, Jerry Sadowitz, return on Tuesday, March the 24th. God, it's live football next Tuesday night on 5. Phew.